Hi guys, my name is Abdul and I welcome you all to my channel. This is the part 4 tutorial. Today we are going to create these two scenes. For those who are new to my channel, I'll leave the previous tutorial link in the description. Okay, let's dive into Cinema 4D. Let's check the particle animation once again from our previous part. We need to delete few things and make sure you save as this project file. Let's go to last frame. We don't need XP system. We will create a new one. Delete product keyframes. Delete camera keyframes. We will be using our camera and lights from our previous project. Delete this sphere. And yeah, I have imported these three strawberry 3D models which I used in our original video. For variation I am using full and half strawberry models, but you can use any model you like. Go to Insidium and create a new XP system, and this setup will be much easier. Our emitter is facing the opposite direction, so let's fix that. Set emit plane to Z minus. Let's hide all the camera and lights for a better view. Let's adjust our emitter size. We don't want this big. Go to emission and we don't want any speed. We will move our particles through XP deformers. We don't want to emit all frames. Uncheck it and let's emit 60 frames. Birth rate would be 550. Go to display and make some changes like we always do, so we get a better understanding about the particle motion. Let's play and see. Particles are not moving because they don't have any speed. We will use the attract modifier. Particles are attracted to this modifier and they move towards it. Move the attractor, so we are making some room for the particles to travel from emitter to attractor. Reduce the speed of the attractor. Let's play the animation and see. Check from the top view and see how our particles is attracting to the attractor. Now you can see our particles are intersecting and you know how to fix it. I assume you watched our previous parts. Now particles are not intersecting into each other, but we are not getting that look. Let's add some modifiers. Go to Nexus and add NX fluid. Substeps to 7. By doing this we will see some water-like movement and particle won't go crazy. We need our particle to stick like a viscous liquid so they can glide our 3D model. For that we are using XP constraints. Activate our viscosity tab and leave everything default. Let's play and see. Yeah, lovely. And yeah, make sure to put XP collider tag on our 3D model. Otherwise particle won't interact with them. I believe you know how to add XP collider tag. Now let's check our NX Fluid solver. We have two solvers, SPH and PBD. So let's change and see the difference. I like the PBD one. See how particles kinda dancing and wobbling. One more thing, go to emitter, go to extended data tab, go to general and check use rotation on. Otherwise when we replace our strawberry model with the particles, they won't rotate and looks bad. I'll show you what I mean. Put a Octane tag to our emitter. Go to particle rendering tab and change it to geometry. And put our strawberry model here. Let's render and see. Looks amazing, right? You can also increase and decrease the size of our strawberry. See, for me the default size is good. I'll undo the changes. Let's cache the simulation. Please always cache to the external drive, otherwise your Cinema 4D project file will be heavier in size. Let's use retiming like we did earlier. Go to XP cache and go to playback and set this to frame. Go to frame 0 and set a keyframe. Go to last frame, set a keyframe and change it to 120 frames. Now it's a normal playback, but we can control the speed of the particle. Let's see. Go to frame 30 and make it 25. We reduce the speed very little and you play with the retiming as per your need. Go to frame 90 and make it very slow. Make it 35. So basically we are playing only 10 frames from frame 30 to 90. Let's adjust the speed for our last keyframe. Frame 105 is good, but I will reduce the speed. We want our strawberry to come closer to our camera. Okay, let me tell you why we are doing this. If you check the full animation, we have two scenes, and we have created a seamless transition between these two. We will be using camera blur, so the transition will be smooth. After this, we will be making one more scene, so the end and start should match. Not 100% obviously. I think 75 is good for the last frame. Make sure you add camera motion blur. We are using same camera from the previous scene, so I know the motion blur is on, but by default they are off. Also check the depth of field. We also used null as a focus point from our previous scene. I'll show you. Place it near our can. Let's test the scene before we render to this. Looks amazing, beautiful. And yeah, one more thing. Our light from previous scene is good, however we need to move it back so we don't see this black spot. Light is not reaching there. Now it's looking good. Now let's render this scene and start with the next scene quickly. It's an easy setup and won't take much time. Our render is complete and make sure you save this project file. Let's start. For this scene we are not using X particles, so delete the entire XP system. We will use cloner for this scene. Also don't want this focal null. This time I'll show you how we can manually adjust the focus of the camera and animate the focus distance. So delete it. We will be using these strawberry models. Go to cloner and put all these strawberry models inside our cloner. By default you will see something like this. If you adjust the size we can see it, however we are not using this method. We will clone our strawberry to this sphere. So let's adjust this sphere and cover our 3D model. Now we will clone our strawberries to the sphere. Go to Object and change Mode to Object and put our sphere here. Now you can see a strawberry on the surface of our sphere, but they are too small. Make them larger. Go to Transform and scale to 5. Let's hide this sphere so you can see our strawberry. Let's increase the strawberry count so you can fill the whole sphere. Make it render instance. Currently our scene is heavy. Now you see our strawberries are all facing the same direction and we don't want that. Let's rotate them randomly. For that we need a random modifier. Go to mograph, effector and take a random effector. And yeah, make sure you click on the cloner and then choose the effector. Go to random effector, go to parameter and uncheck position. You don't want position. Check the rotation and change it from 0 to 360. Let's put minus 360 here. Let's add one final effector, which is push apart. Now the strength and radius is too high. Let's adjust them. We will animate this strength slider. Go to frame 0 and add a keyframe to strength. Go to frame 90. Let's reduce the timeline to 90 as well. At the frame 90, increase the strength all the way to 100% and set a keyframe. Let's check the animation. We want more strength for a bigger radius. You can also increase the radius though. I want a strawberry to rotate all the time. We can do that by animating our random modifier. Let's see how we can do that. Go to frame 0, set a keyframe. And go to last frame. Increase it and set a keyframe. This is looking good now. But we want linear animation. Currently they are Bezier keyframe. Go to timeline, F-curve and make them linear. Select all the keyframe and press this one. Same for random. Now let's animate the camera. Go to frame 1, set a keyframe and go to last frame and move and rotate like this. Once we are happy with the end frame, then set a keyframe. Let's make a linear keyframe for camera 2. Animation is good, but we are a creative people, so let's add more creativity to this scene. Let's animate the whole strawberry and make them rotate at the beginning. For that we will be animating our sphere, since all the strawberries are attached to the sphere. Go to frame 0 and rotate this one. However, you can rotate all axes and animate. I think 26 is good, so add a keyframe at frame 15. For different result, you can play with the seed value. This one strawberry is hiding our 3D model, so let's fix it. Yeah, this one is looking good to me. Let's finalize this animation and move to the last step, which is animation of our camera depth of field and focal length. We need to animate our camera depth and focal length. Let's see. The blur at the beginning is good, which match our previous scene's ending. For now we reduce it so we can see what's going on. We can increase it later. This F icon is used to pick focal distance from the render. If I click on the strawberry, you can see the object is on focus, and you can also see the depth value changes. Let's animate the focal depth. Set a keyframe at 30 frame and move about 60 frames. Pick the strawberry and set a keyframe and go to frame 75. We pick our cane and set a keyframe. However, you can play with this setting and keyframes as per your need. Now we need more blur at the start frame, so we match with our previous animation's ending frame. You can also go closer and animate the blur. At frame 0, set a keyframe and make it 4. Go to 10 frames and reduce the blur to 1 and set a keyframe. Give a Octane tag to our cloner and render. So this is the end of the tutorial. So I want to make a short one, but we have created two scenes, so our tutorial is lengthier compared to the previous one. Please leave a comment if you like it or give me some advice to improve. I hardly see any comments on my videos. I put a lots of effort to create them, and guys, please show some love. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. जेसीबी की खुदाई और रोस्टिंग वीडियोस के व्यू लाखों में आ रहे हैं और अपनी वीडियो की कोई इज्जत ही नहीं है। लगता है धंधा बदलना पड़ेगा।